The plot twists in Fire Force Season 3 are among the finest in the whole series. In its thrilling new season, Fire Force has had at least one significant revelation in almost every episode. The mystery of what causes spontaneous human combustion, which has been the central question of the anime since its start, is at last solved in Fire Force Season 3, Episode 8, which beats all other significant disclosures. When humans and their doppelgangers from Adolla somehow coexist in the same location, they burst into flames immediately, as Sister Sumire eerily comes out of the darkness, proving the existence of doppelgangers and their impact on humanity. The Fire Force episode then takes a sinister turn as Hibana confronts her former caretaker about the murders of her cherished childhood companions. Sumire's sister discloses that Hibana's other sisters were never just murdered, instead, they were transformed into young demon infernals. This sad revelation is among the most shocking for the Fire Force series and demonstrates the wickedness of the Whiteclad. Arthur Boyle, however, is engaging in a noticeably more humorous pursuit of redemption. With amusing Arthur antics that give viewers a break from the drama, Fire Force Season 3, Episode 8, validates one of the most significant theories in the whole series. The third season of Fire Force, Episode 8, picks up right where the previous episode left off, with Sister Sumire slowly and eerily rising from the shadows of the St. Raphael's convent. At first, Hibana assumed that Sumire perished in the same fire that claimed the lives of many of her fellow sisters, but it soon became evident that Sumire was likely the one who set off the conflagration in the first place. Hibana seizes the chance to validate her ideas about spontaneous human combustion now that she knows her prior caregiver has always supported the evangelist. Knowing that none of the fire soldiers will survive the secret room, Sumire chooses to give Hibana whatever he wants. She ruthlessly agrees that Hibana's hypothesis is without a doubt correct and that people will fuse and burst into flames when they share the same space as their doppelgangers from Adolla. Sumire goes even farther by disclosing additional vital facts about the history of the world. The Great Cataclysm was, as Sumire attests, the first unsuccessful effort to transform the earth into a sun. The evangelist was unsuccessful the first time because the Whiteclad did not have sufficient pillars. Sumire claims, however, that her experiments have fixed this mistake. Sumire's goal, as well as the goal of the convent, was to generate more Adolla bursts. Furthermore, it seems that Sumire's heinous experiment was a success, as Iris is almost certain to be the final pillar. It's understandable that the episode takes a frightening turn when Captain Hibana starts scolding Sister Sumire for the loss of her cherished companions. In a truly devastating scene, Sumire reveals that Hibana's buddies were not killed but rather forcefully turned into infernals. Sadly, one of the infernals cries out in agony for Hibana, but she is helpless to help them. Before the Fire Force's impending conclusion, let's hope they get some kind of justice. Once Iris learns the truth about what has happened to her cherished sisters, she is not likely to just sit about. However, Sumire intends to ensure that Hibana and the lieutenants do not get away with this knowledge. Before Lieutenants Hayam and Flam can react, Sister Sumire, who appears to be old and feeble, starts assaulting them. Before Light Flam can use his fire abilities, she cuts through his instrument with amazing grace. However, as it turns out, Flam would have just grown stronger if she had been able to utilize her abilities. By controlling the frequency with which she shivers, Sumire can influence vibrations. Sumire's tremors can destroy her opponents if she's even a little bit chilly. The fire soldiers confirm that Sumire is the last pillar, and this amount of authority seems unheard of for a typical nun. Additionally, the episode makes the stunning assertion that Sister Sumire is the cause of the widespread earthquakes that are felt across the entire anime. Iris is now in the game, and it won't be long before we see the two interact. The two are very likely to have an Adolla link very soon. The enigmatic woman in black performed the Adolla link precisely as she protected the fire soldiers from Sister Sumire's rage. The woman in black made her debut in Fire Force Season 2 and assisted Shinra in defeating a horned infernal in under a second. The enigmatic lady appears to be preoccupied with humanity and strongly opposed to Sister Sumire and the evangelist's callous behavior. Although the enigmatic woman could be from Adolla, she doesn't want the planet to be destroyed in an effort to recreate their former existence. It's quite possible that a problem with Adolla is gradually making it uninhabitable, which would accelerate the evangelist's schedule significantly. Given how far the protagonists are from her tiny Amaterasu, her presence in the episode is completely surprising. As the fire soldiers bravely flee, the woman in black gradually vanishes into nothingness, making her last appearance. With the knowledge that the world is about to end and that there is nothing Habana can do to prevent it, Sister Sumire chooses to give up. One of the most disturbing aspects of the anime is the Whiteclad's unwavering faith in the evangelist's scheme. The Whiteclad have never been taken by surprise by anything that Company 8 or the other members of the Fire Force have done, especially Haumea. It's possible that the villains will be able to obliterate the planet before Company 8 can rescue it. Since their last battle against the evangelist's cult, several of the team's best players have been out of action. The lowest point of the entire anime occurs when Arthur Boyle reaches his lowest point. He starts to question himself after losing a fight against who should have been his archenemy. In addition, he lost his most potent weapon during the battle, making it difficult for him to demonstrate his abilities. But Arthur's passion is revived by Vulcan's cunning plan. They set out on an epic search for him to find rare materials for building a new Excalibur. At first, Lisa and you are reluctant to agree to this strategy, but they change their minds after seeing how it improves Arthur's mood. Every member of Company 8 must give it their all in order to beat the Whiteclad. Arthur is better known to Vulcan than he admits. His scavenger hunt is genuinely helpful and effectively takes advantage of the protagonist's numerous intriguing illusions. Somehow, Vulcan persuades all of the residents of Asakusa to assist him in his effort to cheer up Arthur. Before reaching the end of their adventure, the crew spends the full day pursuing various leads and quests. However, Arthur commits one serious error that might have serious repercussions for the squad. Due to Arthur's limited intellect, he misunderstands the last clue and believes it wants him to enter the Nether. Arthur is determined to go to this location and won't let anybody convince him to change course. He plans to enter one of the most hazardous areas of the Fire Force universe, unarmed. The risks he discovers, nevertheless, are more likely to be mental than bodily. The most crucial question in the tale is answered in Episode 8 of Season 3 of Fire Force, all the while maintaining the anime's trademark upbeat attitude. Arthur's subsequent interactions with Habana nicely counterbalance her unsettling revelation from the start of the episode. This amazing disclosure might cause Iris to respond even worse. The only way to know how this surprising finding will impact the remainder of the anime and whether Arthur will acquire the necessary power boost to defeat Dragon is via time. Hope you like this video. Stay tuned in this channel for latest upcoming updates on this series. And add a bookmark in this channel for further upcoming updates on movies, anime, and web series. Thanks for watching this video. If you like this video, please like, comment, and share our channel. And for latest updates, please subscribe our channel and press the bell icon.